Well, Clarks,
Sorry,
you can hear me and see me, and
can't miss you anyways.
I could do it with a chalk, couldn't I? I keep hoping it could knock on the door and a little bit of chalk, but it's not happening. At least you agreed to this. I had to have a shave at least. I was getting out of control and
That's it. That's it.
he was falling out with me. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Like
Chilling
the
out in
pajamas.
quarantine, anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, you between yourself and Emma Cunningham, you might fill them out a bit better than
Definitely,
me.
definitely, definitely. What Cunningham hasn't been good to Eamon Cunningham. It's been our self isolation, or he just hasn't stopped eating in the house. Yeah, boiled eggs
Boiled
and
eggs.
bread. Yeah, you know what he's like. He wouldn't like to be in the house
No,
after Amo eating boiled eggs. You know what he's like. Yeah, look, just for anyone that doesn't know Aaron, look, I say, if you're watching this video, you definitely seen Clerkin across our social media at some stage. Aaron worked with us from when he was 17 up until just a couple of months ago. He worked at college and worked with Halton for a while. He recently went to Vietnam teaching English and doing a bit of drinking on the side, I think, as well. I'm allowed to say that.
just
Yeah.
a bit.
Your mammy
Small
Clerkin,
bit.
don't kill me for that. Um,
Yeah.
the last few weeks, I suppose, just the reason I wanted to give Aaron a ring is just that we're I think we're not being asked to do a lot back here. There's people out there doing the real hard work, and some of us are just being asked to stay at home. And I think from talking to other people who are away in other countries, I think just to see you've had a bit of a rough ride of it the last few weeks. Not it's not up and all bad. I think people once they hear quarantine isolation Vietnam, they got a little bit scared. But I suppose we take it back then. It was the 14th of March for you were at for a Paddy's Week or Paddy's Day event in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh, Aaron, is that right?
Yeah. So it wasn't too bad here at all until it really broke out again in Europe. There was only 16 patients that had it and they'd recovered. Then as it started to kick off in Europe again with traveling and stuff, it started kicking off over here. Um, so then a British pilot, we were at the event in the pub on the 14th of March. Anyways, a few places had been told to cancel, but this was ahead. Then on the 19th of March, a British pilot who was in the pub had tested positive to coronavirus. So then basically we had to tell all our landlords and we had to tell our employees if we were at the bar or not. And
I like the
then
time you
from
didn't.
then on, it's
I
just
like
been
the time you didn't come back from Galway for Rag Week.
like that time,
Tom
yeah.
Clark wasn't happy with you that week.
Oh, Clark wasn't happy, but sure, look, he
He
threw
gets
a fight.
over it. He gets over it.
But anyways, yeah. Then after that, yeah, the government sort of were clamping down and were telling everyone that was at the pub to make themselves known to the health officials. And so basically, if you had any symptoms, just even if you didn't have symptoms, to go see a doctor and chat
Yeah.
about it or whatever. Just because, as you know, it's a 14-day thing that they're saying. So your quarantine would basically have started on the 14th and ends on the 28th of March. So it would have finished there on Saturday, just gone.
Yeah.
But then I went in. I went into a hospital there on Wednesday, and just said, yeah. Basically, had no symptoms, but I was at the bar on the 14th, so to go in to get checked, and basically, so stay in the hospital for 4 or 5 days, as long as I tested negative, and then be out.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, basically, I landed in, got my test, got tested, was in my room, and so you're basically on just a hospital ward, and yeah, so people were coming and going, and
And
eventually,
how is the hospital? Is it just crazy, or is it? I mean, I can't even imagine. Like, I can't imagine what it would be like. Is it how many's to a room, or
it's not too bad, Halton. To be honest,
yeah,
it's like it's basic, but like as I said, we have mattress, we have Wi-Fi, we have air conditioning. We're getting 3 meals a day. You're getting your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Bit like they're consistent of rice, and you have your meat, you have your veg, you have your fruits. You have options of if you want to order orange juice, lemon and lime, whatever. If you wanted a coffee, they'll get it for you, and we're allowed to get deliveries in as well. So like,
it's not as doom and gloom as some people might think when they hear the words self-isolation in Vietnam. And
no, it's not. Now, as I know, there's people would know, there's a lot of people in quarantine now at the minute. Like everyone that was at those events have been brought. Like I'm lucky I'm in a hospital, but there's two Sligo girls out in the camp, and now we're outside the city, and like it's a bit rough for conditions there. And then, of course, the Chasm Clark sister as well, Enya, she's also in a medical facility. So she actually should have been out as well the other day, but
the Sligo crew are staying strong over there.
Sligo crew are staying strong, but look
so things took a bit of a twist though with the retest and the mixing with the positive patient, didn't it?
Yeah, so basically I landed in Wednesday night and got my test, and you get your test results Thursday morning. And so there was me and two other Brazilian lads. They knew each other. They didn't come in together. They wouldn't have been the best friends, but like to be friends of friends, they were saying. And they were in the room with me. And at about 5 a.m. on Thursday morning, the intercom went out and they called out one of them, and so me and the other lad were just left in the room. We sort of assumed that, oh yeah, of course he's tested positive. That's not too good for us, but look, we're negative, so it'll be, we should still be all right. But then basically the other Brazilian then was in the room as well, and he was told he was positive, so I had to actually restart my quarantine from Thursday onwards. So I was in. So although I had tested negative, and the other my friends had tested negative in the ward, because we were in contact with two positive patients, they restarted our quarantine from Thursday. I don't know what.
It was a bit of a kick in the midsection. You thought you were getting out a bit earlier, and then to be dragged back and kind of kept. I suppose at that stage, from chatting to you on WhatsApp, and that you had settled a wee bit more, and then you bumped into. You suppose you can't go too far without bumping into two more Irish lads, can you?
No, we can't go too far, and we tagged along an old British lad as well, and he's actually sound out. So we won't hold them to
they're all sound Clerkin now. Remember, this is going out on social media. Everybody's sound.
But yeah.
What were you going to do? There was no sign. I think you were saying there was no sign on Friday. So you were hoping to get out then.
So because we had been in contact with the positive patients, they had to retest us. So you got the old swab up the nose and another one down the throat, which was nice. But look at, and you were like, at the time I didn't really think too much of it, but then as the night went on, I was in contact with two positive patients for about 24 hours, maybe. But no, thankfully we all tested negative again. But yeah, we had to restart quarantine, and we were going to be kept in the hospital for 14 days. We wouldn't be allowed to go home and self-isolate.
And of the lads that you kind of shared with that were positive, how were they feeling when they were in the room with you? Could you tell even by looking at them, or was it?
No. Literally, you wouldn't probably believe me, Halton, but they were louder than me.
Oh wait, Jesus, that's saying something. You mustn't have been drinking.
I was giving out about them. I thought I was like, shush lads, I'm trying to get a bit of sleep and get out of here. But no, they were 100% sound. There was nothing wrong with them. You couldn't believe it. Again, they came in to get tested because they were in the bar as well. So you can, yeah.
So you're moved to the negative ward, so you're told that you're a couple of times then that you were getting out on the 6th, which made sense.
Go on there, sorry you broke up.
Sorry, I was just saying you were moved to the negative ward on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And you were told a few times then that you were going to get out on the 6th, is that right?
Yeah, obviously a bit of English confusion didn't work with the nurses, but they said the 6th there. Doing the maths with the hands, but we assumed that it was going to be around the 8th or the 9th. So then we to the negative long stay ward where I am now, and then the doctor came back and informed me that it would be the 9th of April that we'll be getting out.
Okay, so you're like overall you're feeling well. You're looking strong. You know, it's not all doom and gloom over there. So have you any plans for the 8th or the 9th when you get out?
Yeah, no, it's at the start it is a bit of doom and gloom, thinking that you're going to be in here for 2 weeks. But look, if everyone's sort of in the same boat, even if you're outside, like, you know, everyone's in self-isolation. But no, yeah, so like, you can get a bit of exercise in here. You have a courtyard to do stuff. They're not too strict. They're grand about it. So yeah, when the 8th or 9th of April comes, leave here, I'll be going getting an old burger or something anyways, Halton, and then see where it goes from there.
we get like over a weekend or something. Like.
Hey, Paul Brennan, I could do with an old chicken burger and
you know,
cheesy bacon.
When there's been a few people asking, you know, and ringing and texting and saying how's Clerkin and that. This is he's grand. He's gone into self-isolation, and a few people said it's a pity you weren't put into it when you were over here for a while. Oh, no, you're feeling well and all that.
There's a few bar owners that wanted me in self-isolation back when I was there.
There's a few bar owners to take you back now. I think there's not a pint to be had. We're all on the quiet now for the next few weeks. So. Look, it is what it is.
I might be home, who knows? But look, as it stands, I'm content enough out here. As I said, we haven't been teaching in school since the end of January. But we were still getting paid. We're still getting looked after. So you know, weather is lovely.
Well, look, everybody's been asking about you and wishes you well. What we do is we give you a shout on the 8th or the 9th again and get in touch, will we?
Yeah, no bother.
All right, look after yourself.
And I'll talk to you then.
Okay.
Bye.